Hey everyone, Nick here, your host, and thank you for tuning into Game Pulse Weekly News, Episode 5. So as you all know, with these Game Pulse Weekly News, I talk about all the different video game companies, different topics, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, computer, all the consoles, and miscellaneous. And there's been some news that's happened over the past couple days since the last time I had a Game Pulse, and I found some news for you guys, and I want to share it with you, so let's get right to it. So with Nintendo, Monster Hunter Cross XX, it's a 3DS game that is porting over to the Nintendo Switch, and it got its first trailer. It is the same game, but it is a better looking version of the previous version. So the one for the Switch, it's basically saying that's better looking than the 3DS one. Well, yeah, it's gonna be, because of the hardware and graphic quality and all that sort of junk. Capcom stated to the fans that their old save files from the Switch and 3DS, you can swap the save data between them. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if more games will utilize that feature, or if more games will be kind of compatible in that way. That's just my thought on some things. I mean, Nintendo did say that they're not discontinuing the 3DS at all, so I'm wondering if it's going to be like a sort of like a 3DS Switch. I mean, that's what they wanted to do with the Wii, but that kind of failed. So hopefully the Switch can redeem the Wii U. But getting back to Monster Hunter, it says not only that, but players will be able to play alongside each other on both platforms. So basically what I said kind of reiterates that. On top of that, if you played Monster Hunter Generations, you'll be able to transfer that old game data up to the newest game. So that's pretty neat. And Monster Hunter XX will be released August 25th in Japan. And it's actually on the Switch eShop right now. You could look it up on the Japanese one, but you can't download it. And it's not on the American one right now. But it says, well, Capcom still hasn't said when the game will be arriving in North America. So if you have a Japanese account on your Switch, you can actually download and play it months or years before it comes to North America or Europe or wherever you live. So another Nintendo title, Splatoon 2. So apparently in Japan, people like Splatoon 2 so much that Nintendo just is selling a box that has Splatoon 2 all over it. That's all it is. It's the same exact bundle with the neon green and pink Joy-Cons, and that's it. They're selling it for 540 yen, which is about $5 US dollars, and it will be sold on July 21st. And you could also buy it online, so it's just a box. Literally, that's all it is. So I don't know what's up with them, but hey, whatever. I mean, I guess for collectors, that's kind of cool, I guess. But so according to the Wall Street Journal, Nintendo is reportedly fighting with Apple over production of its new console, the Switch, because apparently the Switch is using production parts that Apple is as well, and I guess for Apple, they're using a lot of it, and Nintendo wants to use some too. They're kind of butting heads over that. So the thing though is, if Nintendo cannot go through with it, that means that Switches are going to be harder to come by, and like summer, Christmas, that's going to suck for Nintendo. And they already said that they can't really keep up with the NES Classic because of some reasons, but so I wonder if the Switch is going to be like that. I hope not. I hope everybody can get their hands on a Switch, but let's just hope it goes through. The article does say that it doesn't think Nintendo can win, but we'll see. I hope so. I like my Switch, and everybody should get a chance to get one. So I'm hoping, like I said, it goes through for Nintendo. And before I move on to Sony, I just want to say that the ARMS weekend last weekend, and it's coming up this weekend, it was really fun. Like, I was kind of, I don't know, interested or not interested. I was on the fence about ARMS, and so I played it. I was like, this is pretty fun. I didn't like, though, the motion. There's 4 ways to play. One of them, you actually move your fist like you are punching people. I don't like that way. I like the other way with the regular controller just in your hand and playing. I was really good with Mechanica, and that's a character I was really good with. Ninjara, he was pretty cool. Master Mummy was pretty good too. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing this weekend again, because it's free. But to me, it seems like a game I'd pick up for about $30. I mean, I haven't played the campaign, so I can't say to the fullest, but it's definitely a game to play with friends. And if you could get it cheap, that would be like the perfect party game, in my opinion. Way better than 1-2 Switch for sure. Because we all know how well that did. That failed. But so moving on to Sony. Sony said that at E3, if you can't wait to watch the PlayStation E3 show in person, but would like to see in a large room with a bunch of video game fans, the PlayStation E3 Experience has you covered. Sony will broadcast its big June 12th presentation to theaters across North America for the 3rd year in a row, and you can reserve your tickets for free starting yesterday, May 30th. So you can head over to the PlayStation blog and see a full list of all the theaters across the United States and Canada participating in the PlayStation E3 Experience. More than 85 are listed, so there's a chance you'll get one nearby you. Probably major cities. And if you do show up, you get a digital gift basket, they say, which you can redeem them on the PlayStation Store. They didn't say what it is, but in person you get an exclusive poster and trading card. It's a PlayStation trading card, so that's pretty cool. You could just Google and see what they look like, and while you're at it, sign up. I would love to go. I'm not sure if I will this year. I'll have to see. So, also PlayStation news. The past couple days, they have been not sure, because the PlayStation Twitter in Turkey, they kind of spoiled it, but they said it was a rumor, but we actually got confirmation today that the rumors were true. So you can get these games coming up Tuesday, June, what would it be? June 6th on Tuesday next week for PlayStation Plus. Killing Floor, Life is Strange, Abyss Odyssey, WRC 5 World Rally Championship, Neon Chrome, and Spy Chameleon. You can look those up online. Type in PlayStation Plus games in June 2017, and you could look them all, see which games are for Vita, PS3, and PS4. So, also another thing about PlayStation is that the PlayStation Store sales are live right now on PS4, PS3, and Vita. They have some Capcom games and some games that are only for PS Plus members. Capcom games are like Resident Evil 7, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the Trine Trilogy, and much more. So go to the PlayStation Store and go check them out. Some news, but also some sad news, I guess you could say. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is back in the house. So what that means is that they've decided to not use outside developers to help make their game. So Final Fantasy VII Remake, the one that's kind of like episodes, is back in studio. So they're only going to be working on it. The people, CyberConnect 2, the same company that helped work on the Naruto series, Square Enix has decided to go a different route now and chosen to make Naoki Hamaguchi, the man who helped develop Mobius Final Fantasy, to help on the team. So we'll see whenever it does come out. People are speculating not anytime this year or next year, like 2020, which is unfortunate, but hopefully it could get out faster. Maybe like an episode a year or something, I don't know. I don't know why they're going the episode route. I think they should just remake the whole game and be done with it, but whatever. I'm not going to complain as long as it's finished sometime soon. So, I don't have any Microsoft news, only because I have it in the all console news. So we're going to move on to the PC now. And the only PC news I do have is the Steam game called Papers, Please. I actually own it myself. It's a fun game where you're kind of like a border patrol or immigration officer, and all these people line up and they come up to you and you basically sign it if they're allowed in the country or out of the country. And there's all different sort of things you have to look for in order to keep good guys in and bad guys out, etc. But the game, Papers, Please, is getting a short film adaptation. And the game's creator, Lucas Pope, he posted screenshots on Twitter. So if you just Google him, Lucas Pope, P-O-P-E, like the Pope, Twitter, you can find some screenshots for Papers, Please. So that's pretty interesting. I'm surprised an indie game like that is getting a short screen adaptation. Alright, so all consoles, so I will basically say if it includes Switch or not, but most of the time games in all consoles do not include the Switch. Just a FYI, if you haven't listened to the previous Game Pulse weekly news, the all consoles rarely include Nintendo, unless said otherwise. So let's get to it. So Rockstar, they're launching the new update for GTA Online. It's called Gun Running. And some new vehicles are like an anti-aircraft tank, armored cars, aquatic APC, and with all your new toys and gadgets, you could actually store them underground in an underground bunker. So that's pretty cool, but they haven't announced when yet, so I will definitely announce as soon as I know. So yeah, I still play GTA Online here and there, not too often though, but we'll see with this new gun running update. So Square Enix, they announced a JRPG game. It is a follow-up to I Am Setsuna, and it is called Lost Sphere. Square Enix describes the game as follows. This is in quotes. The adventure of Lost Sphere begins in a remote town where a young boy, Kanata, awakens from a devastating dream to find his hometown disappearing. To stop the world from being lost forever, Kanata and his comrades set out to rebuild the world around them with the power of memory by manifesting thoughts into matter. End quotes. Lost Sphere is timed for an early 2018 release on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Steam. So, sorry, Microsoft. You looked out this time. But, yeah, I heard I Am Setsuna is actually a pretty good game, and I watched the trailer for Lost Sphere, and it looks pretty good for a JRPG. You may have to look into it. Check that out. So, I just found out, like, right before I did this podcast, right before I recorded it, I found some news, so I put it in here real quick. Call of Duty 4 Remastered is getting a standalone release. So the only way to pick that up is if you bought Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and if you paid the $20 extra or bought the deluxe edition. but it is digital. Call of Duty 4 Remaster, but now it's getting a standalone release date. The listing, Amazon Japan, they posted a product page for the game saying it will launch on June 20th for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One to come on July 20th. So a whole month. I wonder why. That's kind of strange, but whatever. It says a PC version also seems likely, though nothing at all is confirmed at this stage. So at least the consoles are getting it. So that's nice. If you are a big Call of Duty 4 fan, you could actually pick it up hard copy. So right before we move into miscellaneous, I just want to say some pretty good game titles coming out in June. And I will definitely talk about more of these whenever the weeks happen and they're in these weekly news. But in a couple days, Tekken 7 will release, actually this week, in 2 days, because today's the 31st, and it releases June 2nd. So Tekken 7 out for PS4, Xbox One, and I believe PC. But will you be picking up Tekken 7? Dirt 4 comes out June 6th, so next week. ARMS, I talked about that earlier. It releases on June 16th on the Switch. The game Get Even releases June 23rd. And last but not least, a game that a lot of us have been waiting for. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy releases June 30th. So since today's May 31st, we have 30 days left. Oh boy. Oh man, can't wait. $40 for 3 Crash games, all remastered? Why not? So yeah, I'm really stoked for that. Can't wait to play Crash in today's graphics. So on to miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is where I talk about things that have to do with gaming. Could be deals, could be things on sale, could be anything really. Toys, collectibles, whatever. Things I think you would like. So, without further ado, let's get right to miscellaneous. So this week's Amazon, if you go to Amazon.com, they're offering a lot of games for $30 or less on Xbox One and PS4. So you can get games like Halo 5, Doom, Fallout 4, The Witcher 3 Complete Edition, GTA 5, Watch Dogs 2, and much more. So just go to Amazon.com and just search for games, and they should be in $30 or less. And some of these games like Fallout 4 or Doom, I know Doom's $20, such a great game. But yeah, I got The Witcher 3 Complete, a couple months ago for I don't know, 30, something like that. And I've been playing it. I'm really enjoying it so far. But yeah, go on over to Amazon and go check those out. So the new Prey game that was released at the start of this month, May, Target actually has it for $20 off. So it's $40 right now on PS4 and Xbox One at Target. But the PC edition doesn't appear to be discounted. Sorry, Master Race. The sale period runs from May 28th through June 3rd, so you still have a couple days to go pick it up right now. And some other games that Target is selling on sale are Skyrim Special Edition and Dishonored 2 for $30 each, Overwatch, Battlefield 1, and Mass Effect, and much more. So Target and Amazon are all having sales. Is it just like summer sales or something? Ooh, speaking of which, I wonder when Steam summer sales comes out. I'll have to look into that and tell you guys. So another thing that has more credibility now, I guess you could say. I knew this a couple months ago, but you know how gaming news is, you don't really believe it till more news comes out or like from reliable sources. So Nintendo, they filed a new trademark application for something called Super Nintendo World, and from what it sounds like, it could be the name of a Nintendo/Universal theme park. People at first were thinking Disney, but now they're thinking Universal. On May 24th, about a week ago, Nintendo filed a trademark application within the United States Patent and Trademark Office for quote-unquote Super Nintendo World. The application covers a number of goods and services, many of which pertain to amusement park and amusement park events, among other things. The application covers amusement park shows and special events at an amusement park, as well as the organization, management, or arrangement of kart racing. So is that a reference to real-life Mario Kart? So basically what the trademark is saying is that they are probably going to do an amusement park catered around Nintendo products. It also covers quote-unquote video game apparatus. So probably we'll have like arcades or like TVs where you play games. But the Nintendo theme park at Universal will be at the parks Orlando, Hollywood, and Osaka, Japan. So I can't wait. Hopefully they come up pretty soon, because that'd be definitely something I'd want to check out before I get too old, or I don't know. But so yeah, definitely excited for Super Nintendo World. So earlier this month, a leaked screenshot basically showed some more footage of Assassin's Creed game, and now this other screenshot, it was on Reddit, and it's a picture of a shirt that you can buy like at a retailer, and it showed the new protagonist for Assassin's Creed. It's kind of hard to see, but his name is Bayek, B-A-Y-E-K, Bayek. And alongside his name, we get some sort of a look at him, but Bayek can be seen holding a shield and a bow. So go Google Assassin's Creed shirt, I'm sure you'll find it, or Bayek, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So, CD Projekt Red, the people that make the Witcher games, apparently the first quarter of this year, 2017, showed a 17% increase in total revenue for the game division for CD Projekt Red, and it grew 10% overall for not even releasing a game this year. GOG.com, a division of CD Projekt Red, had a 63% increase in revenue. So people are going on GOG or buying games from the publisher, CD Projekt Red, the developer. And so they're thinking it contributes to The Witcher 3 and its DLC, this complete edition, for being cheaper. So people are buying it more. I'm one of those people. But also they did release the free-to-play card game Gwent just last week. It is pretty fun. It's just like the same card game that's in The Witcher 3. But definitely go check that out. If you don't own The Witcher 3, definitely pick it up. It's a great game. I have about 15 hours or so, and I'm probably going to play it right after I'm done with the podcast here. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting that they actually sold more units this year than they did last year at this time, I believe. So yeah, that's all the news I have for you guys this week on episode 5, and there'll be more news coming out in the next few days or so. But until then, I'm Nick, your host, once again, and thank you for tuning into Game Pulse Weekly News, episode 5. Thank you, and happy gaming.